Hey, thanks so much for stopping by the Tech Geeks YouTube channel. We're a small bunch of techies who love finding solutions for customers. You'll find plenty of box unopenings on this channel. We love just showing you what is in the box, because for many of the things that are sold that we carry on our website, thetechgeeks.com, you often don't get to see it till it comes out of the box. So it's really great to know all the parts and give you an idea of how big they are. We've got some technical overviews there and some how-to guides, so hopefully you find those useful as well. Each month we do a roundup of where we see the supply chain and the market is at. We also announce, so we're going to do that first, below our winner of the previous month. So we're here in June 2023. We're announcing May 2023's winner below. So congratulations to you. If you want to be in with a chance to win this month, it's really simple. Follow us on socials, get interacting with us on socials. We love the feedback. We love to know that people are finding our information useful. Subscribe and follow this YouTube channel. Comment, ask questions on some of the videos, like or comment on the videos as well. Let us know what you'd like to see us do. Those things are really, really useful to us, and that's how you enter the chance to win either $250 of store vouchers at thetechgeeks.com or $200 of Amazon vouchers. The choice is up to you. So where do we see things in June 2023? I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to do more of an overview instead of going through every manufacturer, because I think we are starting to see stabilization. We do see quite a lot of product changes and quite a lot of new products coming to the market. I think a lot of that is driven by the change or availability of certain chipsets. But the key things we're probably seeing right now are still the struggle of availability of PoE switches for many manufacturers. In the firewall market, maybe that might be Sophos, Fortinet, SonicWall. You can get them, but there's waiting lists on them. Some of those higher end vendors that have got their own wireless solutions, again, something like Fortinet, there are, and Meraki probably a good example, there are still good long lead times on many of those. There are ways around it, maybe choosing a slightly different model or one of the newer models that will help. But we can see lead times still into the 90 and 100 days for some of those vendors. If you're looking at some of the other ones like Ubiquiti still struggling with really anything below a 24-port PoE switch. The 16 ports do come in and out. We've not really seen, we won't see probably any of the Gen 1 switches. There was some Edge switches around for one period in time. There still are a few, not many, of the Edge 24. 250 watt. We do see now here in Australia the USW-Lite-8-PoE, which is a small PoE Ubiquiti switch. It's one of the white ones, 4 PoE ports and 4 non-PoE. So that we do see as a sort of middle ground that's there. But other than that, really, it's a struggle. You have to wait or get by as soon as they are available. So those are that's probably still the key area for many vendors. All of the others, so let's just look at the firewall vendors. We've got a few new products coming through, like we did with WatchGuard, had a few new products the other month. Sophos are doing a lot more on their managed endpoint protection, so we're seeing them drive a lot more sales back into their software as a service, if you like, offering. We're seeing still, again, the same consistency there with Fortinet with their products. Realistically, if you're buying those, entry level 40, 60, 80 series and the 100 series, you generally can get those straight out of stock. So there's no problem, as in not they're out of stock. You can get them because you can buy them straight from the warehouse through us. So they are there on the shelf. So though the firewall vendors, again, are pretty good, don't go for the wireless versions in many instances, because it will throw you out on your lead times. Then look at TP-Link, Rugi, what have we got? Ubiquiti we've talked about already, Aruba. All of those guys have generally got pretty good supply. There's new products coming around all of the time, but you do just need to pick and choose a little bit more and be prepared to change. I think what we're seeing is people needing to adopt newer devices. Maybe they've already, so if you were in the Ubiquiti land, you've already always used a ACLR, the AC long range. really whether we're going to see those again this year. They're still on Ubiquiti's website, but whether we will see them this year, I don't know. So you do need to consider using the U6 Pro or the U6 LR as an option. And I think as long as you're prepared to adopt and change, then you will find for each of these vendors solutions that you need. We're seeing a great development now still in the mesh market. So what do I mean by mesh? I mean access points that repeat each other without the need to be cabled together. That's probably a hot portion of the market that we're seeing with people trying to extend wireless, trying to get it through concrete walls, trying to get it out to other buildings, and I do see a good increase in the market for that. I think that has been driven by the massive uptake of Starlink in this country, in Australia. Now over 100,000 subscribers. It's opening up rural areas or areas where there was only very poor connectivity, and now we're looking about how can we extend the wireless beyond what our Starlink router can do. So a slightly different roundup this month, really. I don't see anything particularly different changing in the supply chain for these next few months. It is getting better. I'm looking for a better flow of PoE switches, like I said, but I think if you can adopt and change, or even adapt and change, both will work, then I think you will find a solution with your vendor of choice. But if you are looking for smaller options, certainly in those PoE switches, you maybe need to look around at TP-Link or Ruji, some of the other guys that do generally have stock to allow you to fill in that gap. So I hope you found that useful, a little bit different, but we're in June 2023. Thank you so much for stopping by. Do subscribe and stay up to date.